right, let's get into this.
If you want to see the difference between Biden and Trump, it's really, say, Gadsden, Alabama. Go there. Yeah, there was an empty factory. The former site was a Goodyear plant in Gadsden. Let me say something. Goodyear has been shutting down. But, that's what happens when you have a trash economy. And did a new factory move in during the last 4 years? Nope. You know why? Because the economy was struggling. Not doing good. Well, a Wyoming-based renewable energy logistics company is moving into the plant and providing lots of new jobs in Gadsden, Alabama. You don't need to come south. You want to have a job, you want to have good employment, you want to have low taxes. Get out of the East and West Coast and come to the South. Tennessee, Alabama, okay? Florida. Come on down. If you really want to boom economically instead of just being taxed to death. And not only that, the recovery is real now. Now that we got a real president who knows what he's doing economically.
Okay, so you heard that. If you want to see the difference between Biden and Trump, go to Gadsden, Alabama, because there was a Goodyear plant there that closed down because the economy sucked. And nothing opened up in that facility in the last 4 years. And now a new company is going to open up there. And that's the difference between a real president like Trump and a president like Biden. Here's the problem. That Goodyear plant in Gadsden, Alabama closed under Donald Trump's watch in 2020. Goodyear is permanently closing a nearly century-old tire plant that once employed thousands of people in Alabama. This, as you can see from the top, April 24th, 2020. Papers filed by the Ohio-based company show that it has reached a deal with labor to shut its plant at Gadsden for good. The plant is temporarily shut down because of the coronavirus pandemic. A document shows the company accepted 740 buyouts at the sprawling factory last year, so that would be in 2019. And news outlets report it laid off about 100 people in February, leaving about 410 workers. Members of the local United Steel Workers Union still must approve the agreement. The Gadsden Times reported that meetings with members began Monday. So the plant that you're bitching about that shut down because of a shit economy began to go under in 2019 under Donald Trump. The plant once employed more than 4,000 people and was the first major tire plant built in the South when it opened in 1929. Goodyear said it is closing the factory as it eliminates the production of less profitable consumer tires. The company previously announced it would end production in 1999 in Gadsden, but a new labor deal avoided that closure. The plant was expanded in 2015. That would be under Obama. But Goodyear has since concentrated more work at plants in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and San Luis Potosi, I don't know if I said that right, in Mexico, that can match Gadsden's full-strength output of 6.2 million tires annually, but at a lower cost. Translation, this is capitalism, my guys. Capitalism. They can get the same tires made at another plant for cheaper. So they were shutting this one down. Boom. Capitalism. Oh, by the way, as you mentioned, that company that's moving into that plant is a clean energy company. A new tenant is moving into the former Goodyear industrial site in Gadsden. Mayor Craig Ford announced that Tachyon, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, a global renewable energy logistics company, will lease the 2.9 million square foot plant. Tachyon, headquartered in Wyoming, is an industrial leader in clean energy services, according to a news release. The company has more than 24 sites across the country, and the Gadsden facility will be used as a storage and handling hub for renewable energy materials, primarily solar panels, destined for clean energy projects across the country. So, if I could just recap here, the difference that you're spotlighting between a great president like Trump and a shit president like Biden is that this plant in Gadsden went under because we had a shit economy, but that was under Trump. Nothing happened to reopen the plant during the 4 years of the Biden administration, and now A solar power company is going to move into that plant and use it as a warehouse hub, a storage hub for solar panels destined for clean energy products across the country that Trump constantly bitches about and doesn't want anything to do with. And you think that's because of Trump. They're gonna move down there because of Trump. Biden is to blame for the Goodyear plant closing under Trump, and Trump is to get credit for the solar energy company moving into the facility, even though he doesn't want anything to do with solar. The Green New Scam. My guy, you have the brain mentality of a baked potato.